prepare a very royal sweet dish. So the sweet dish name is Shahi Tukda. Shahi means royal and Tukda is something small item. So and it's very easily available. So I thought let me show my viewers Shahi Tukda recipe. So it is divided into 3 parts. Like for Shahi Tukda, the main ingredient what I am talking about is the white bread. Here I have used the white bread. I have cut it into triangle shape. Shape is upon your choice. You can cut it into small squares or whichever shape you like. But I like this way and I don't like to cut the edges of it. I like to keep the edges as well. So we will divide it into 3 parts. Toasting the bread, then we make a rabdi. For rabdi I have already kept half liter of milk for boiling. This is half liter of full fat milk. I have kept it in the pan for boiling nicely. Then the third part is the sugar syrup. So we will do multitasking today. I'll switch on this gas for sugar syrup. Tell you, I have taken a bowl of sugar. There is no specific quantity, but here what you have to remember is how much sugar you are taking, equal quantity of water we need to take. So the same bowl you take and pour that much quantity of water. So here by the time this sugar melts, we can do the toast part. Another multitasking. Let the milk get boiled, then I'll show you how to make rabdi. Here I have kept an iron griddle to toast this. See, mainly for Shahi Tukda what people do is take ghee and deep fry the ghee into it. But the thing is that I don't like too much fried ghee flavor coming in. So it becomes too heavy for everyone. So after lunch. So what I do is I just grease the ghee this way and keep it ready to toast. If you like it deep fried, definitely try the deep fried thing. No problem. And I keep one slice this way and spread ghee and keep it aside. Like this we will spread ghee to each slice everywhere this way. So here I have spread all the bread slices. Bread slices depends upon you how many you want. Here I have taken around 6 bread slices. Our milk is also getting boiled. So just spread here for toasting it very well. If you want you can bake it also, but spread the ghee on it because ghee's flavor is supposed to be prominent in this recipe. You can deep fry if you are not very conscious about health. No problem. Here the milk is getting boiled. This is the right stage. Yes. You can keep all the flame on slow so that no worries of burning anywhere. Yeah. So when the milk is getting boiled, here what I have done, I have taken 2 simple slices of bread without cutting any edges and made powder. So this powder we'll add it to the milk. It gives a great texture to the rabdi. Yes. Jhatpat cooking I am showing. There is different procedures. I am not adding any exotic things to this recipe. Here whatever is available at home you can put. I am not even adding condensed milk to the rabdi. If you add condensed milk, definitely it will taste much better and richer. But here what I am going to add is, I didn't have condensed milk, that's why I didn't add it. What I am going to add is milk powder. So let me show you. Here I have taken less than a bowl of milk powder. This much milk powder I have taken and add 2 teaspoons of water and we'll just give a mix to it so that no lumps are formed. So we have mixed it. Almost 2 teaspoons of water I have put in the powdered sugar. Now we add this to this mixture. Yes. This is our homemade condensed milk. So if you are adding condensed milk, you can avoid this step of milk powder. Milk powder I just put so that it gives a very rich, creamy texture to our rabdi. So let this get boiled and thicken little bit. So we'll allow this to thicken, but in between, please do make sure to stir it so that it doesn't burn the bottom. Now we will see the status of our bread. Yes, it's getting toasted. See, we need this way, brown. Here we will just, if you have a non-stick pan, you just press it gently and give, so that it gets a crusty texture. We need it to be crispy. We want the bread crumbs to be crispy. And if you feel there is less of ghee, just this side we have to spread it and give. Here we go. At our home, for all the festival, may it be Diwali, Christmas, Easter, Eid, Ramadan, anything, any festival, we make sure we celebrate so that kids are aware about all the festival. So today is Eid, so I thought let me make something royal, shahi tukda for my family, and for lunch, something special, chili chicken and fried rice.
Wow, Mama.
Yes, Marvi came to know the menu now. Yes. Here the milk is getting thickened. See this way. Yes, one more ingredient what you can add, which I don't have with me, is kevada essence and saffron. 2 ingredients. So those 2 ingredients I don't have. I will be mentioning it in the description box. If you have it, do add it to the rabdi. It will definitely give a very royal flavor, taste. So let this get boiled and let us check our status of sugar syrup. Let's keep the flame little on medium, and we want the stage where it gives a honey kind of texture, little sticky. See, this is not sticking at all. So let this get boiled for some more time so that we get a honey kind of texture. No 1 or 2 string is required. Just a sticky texture is required so that the bread gets coated to it. Yes, how is the status of these bread? This is already got toasted. So we shall keep it aside in a plate, whichever has got toasted. So the rabdi is getting boiled. At this stage, what we shall do, we'll add sugar according to your taste. Here I am adding now 2 tablespoons of sugar. Also, I want to give a small tip to you is, when you choose a bread, make sure it's not very soft bread. Little semi 1 or 2 days old bread is also fine for shahi tukda. Don't take too soft bread, then it will not give a very crunchy texture. We need the breads to be very crunchy. So take little hard sandwich bread is also fine. Here I have taken milk bread which was bought yesterday. So it has become little hard. Not very, no, it's not very super soft. Here now what we add is cashew, almond and pista. One fist I had taken and crushed it. So this we add to the rabdi. Wow, the rabdi is looking so nice. I wish I had even saffron, the kesar. It would have given a very good flavor to it. But unfortunately I don't have it. But it's okay. I'm sure this is also gonna taste very yummy. Yes, our sugar syrup is slightly getting bubbly. Now we are going to add half teaspoon of cardamom powder to our sugar syrup. Even to our rabdi, half teaspoon of cardamom powder. Yes. If you are lazy to make cardamom powder, I'll give you a tip. Whenever you are free watching TV, just take few cardamoms, take out the seeds, put it in your small mixie jar, add 1 teaspoon of sugar, crush it and keep it in a bottle like this. So whenever you want to make any recipe, sweet dish, your cardamom powder is ready for you. Isn't it easy? Yes, this is getting toasted. So all of them, yes, here. All of them are getting toasted. When you're doing multitasking, make sure all the gas you're paying attention to all the dishes. Here, let me check the consistency of sugar syrup. It's not become sticky yet, so let it get boiled for some more time. That's the only way you have to check. Now in all my sweet dishes, what goes?
Salt.
Yes, my daughter knows it. A small pinch of salt. Yes, here. Salt has gone. My rabdi has also become thick. So I'm going to switch off the rabdi. If you like it little cold version, what you can do, cool down this rabdi and what you have to do, you can keep it in the refrigerator for some time so that when you serve on top of this bread slices, it tastes little yummy. But as I am showing you all, I am not going to refrigerate. I am going to keep it, make it cool and make it little room temperature only. That's it. So let's leave the rabdi aside and check the sugar syrup. Yes, I think the consistency is fine. Yes, it's become sticky. See, if you can see my fingers, it's getting sticky. Yes. So this is the right stage. Let's switch off the sugar syrup as well. And we'll just wait for this breads to be more crispier. So here is our sugar syrup. It's slightly lukewarm now. We want it in this stage only, not to make it too cold or not too hot. And even our breads are also nice crispy. So I'll show you. This texture it has to be. See? So this has to be there. Though mostly Shahi Tukda is served crispy and we also like it that way. But some people like it soft, kind of soggy kind of. If they want that way, what they can do, I'll tell you a tip. The sugar syrup can be hot. So if the sugar syrup is hot and you soak this bread, it will turn out to be soggy and soft. People who don't like can make it that way. Now what we do, we will keep it in a wire mesh this way or keep it in a sieve, under a sieve or any whole kind of container so that excess sugar syrup is dropped back. We dip it each and keep it this way. So our bread has left all the excess sugar syrup. Now we arrange in a serving plate. Here we have arranged this way the bread toast which is dipped in sugar syrup. You can take any platter this way or whichever you like, whichever you want to serve. Here we go with this. Let this be there. I can serve it in a different platter. Now what I do is, here I've kept my rabdi ready. Those who like it to have it chill, what you can do, this rabdi preparation, once it is in room temperature, you can keep it in the refrigerator. We pour the rabdi on the toasted bread this way. It's really yummy. I can't even wait to have this. I like the way I make it. You can add the rose syrup or the kevda essence. as well as saffron. Saffron gives a very royal taste to it. Just that I don't have it with me.
Everybody must try Shai Tukda. It's really yummy and happy eat to all of you.
Oh, that is Marvi, my videographer speaking. Thank you, Marvi. Yes, everybody must try this royal dessert. Here we garnish with some shredded almonds. So here we go. Our Shai Tukda, the Eid special sweet is ready. So all must try. And if you have not subscribed yet, do subscribe. Spoonful Easy Cooking, and do not forget to press the bell icon for the new recipes. Easy and simple cooking. Happy Eid once again. Take care. Bye-bye. Do try this.